Welcome to the Healthpreneur podcast. My name is Uriel Kame, New York Times bestselling author, former professional athlete, and founder of Healthpreneur, the world's leading company helping health and fitness experts start and scale high-end coaching businesses. If you want to attract more clients, learn how to convert them without feeling salesy, and deliver an amazing program for them on the back end, if you want to be inspired by what others just like you have gone through and how you can do the same no matter what life throws your way, then you are in the right place, because every single week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're going to be bringing you the best to help you take your knowledge and expertise to the next level with your health or fitness coaching business. And if you enjoy what you see and hear and would like to take your business to the next level, then I invite you to check out our free online training over at healthpreneurgroup.com/training. And for now, let's get into today's episode. It's showtime. Welcome back to the podcast. Hope you're having a great day. We are going to take what you're doing and we are going to amplify it in such a way that prospects are going to beg to work with you. Yeah, we are. Seriously. So today we're going to be investigating the first activator in the magic pillar that encompasses one of the three pillars in our client activator scorecard. Now, again, if you have no clue what I'm talking about, if you just joined the podcast, you're like, dude, what are you talking about, man? Is this like a magic for magicians type of thing? No, it's not. Number one, we've got this amazing scorecard called the Client Activator Scorecard. 2 pages, okay? Front and back. Go download it at healthpreneurgroup.com/scorecard. And why you'd want to do that is because the scorecard is going to give you a diagnostic score about where you are with your marketing. It's going to help you identify where the leaks are, why conversions might be lower than you want them to be. And then you'll have a score. You'll be able to identify what that means. And with the scorecard, I've included a deep dive training, which is about 60 minutes, that'll walk you through how to fix the leaks. I'll give you more context about everything we're talking about and just really give you a deep dive on how to fix those leaks once and for all. Now that that's said, let's look at the 7th activator, which is the first activator in the magic pillar. As I've mentioned before, you have to have every single one of these 9 activators working properly, because if they don't, as I've mentioned before, it's like you're a dog walker and 8 dogs want to go forward, but one's going backwards. You're going to have a tough time, okay? So the activator we're talking about today relates to the magic. The magic, we talk about message market magic. The magic is what it is you are introducing to the marketplace. Your magic is either something for free or it's something that is for pay. So it's a free lead magnet, a free webinar, a free call, as an example. Or if it's something that they're buying, it's your coaching program, it's a book, it's a course, it's whatever, okay? So anytime you're asking someone to do something, it's going to be free or pay. Those are the only 2 options. Click on this link, it's free. Click on the buy now button, you have to pay for it. Right? There's only 2 options. We're going to talk about how to make your magic highly desirable. And that's the 7th activator. This is the one we're talking about today. Having magic, an offer, something you're providing others that is highly desirable. So let's look at the spectrum. So on the one side being not ideal, so like the 1, 2, 3, right? In terms of the score, we are looking at the following statements. You are offering or selling what you think people need, but not what they really want. Now, how do you know what people need and how do you know what people want? Well, you can look at what is already selling like gangbusters. That's one way. But I think also intuitively, as a coach who's been working with clients, you kind of know what people want. Now, here's the thing, is the more you work with people, you actually see what they need. So here's the big distinction. You have to sell people what they want, give them what they need. In our Health Business Accelerator program, our goal is to help you get more clients so you can add $10,000 per month or more within 3 to 6 months. That is, I believe, something that is very highly desirable for most coaches in our space. But here's the thing. That's what you want, but what you really need is a real kick in the head. And I say that in the most loving way possible. What I mean by that is that most people, especially early on in their business, have major mental blocks that is crippling them. And I see this like, listen, we like a large portion of what we do with our clients is mindset work, helping them overcome self-doubt, limiting beliefs, monster procrastination. Listen, like this is real stuff. But if I were to sell a mindset program on the front end, do you think anyone's going to buy that? Well, maybe for $20, but not at the level that we're working with our clients at. And so this is the thing you have to remember with your marketing is you have to sell the sizzle, not necessarily the steak. You have to sell what people want. They don't want to improve their vitality. They don't want to have a more positive mindset. They need that stuff, but what they want is more money. They want more sex. They want a better body. Those are the three things. If we were to really break them down into very tangible things people want. So I say here in the statement, you're selling something you think people need, which is mindset stuff, for instance. But what they really want is a body transformation. They want body transformation. They want a body or performance transformation. So if we go to the other end of the spectrum to something that is highly desirable, here's what that statement looks like. You are offering or selling a quantifiable, keyword, quantifiable physical or performance transformation that solves a major pain or problem. Now, again, this goes back to what we talked about several episodes ago in the market pillar, right? Major pain or problem. It is a must-have, and people are willing to pay top dollar for it. That's a really important distinction. So I don't want to spill too many beans here. I'm working on a series of new books. I said I was never going to publish a book again. And then I had some epiphanies a little while ago. Spoke to my agents, crafted a bit of a game plan for world domination over the next 5 years. So it's starting, okay? Now, I'm not going to reveal anything, but what I can tell you is that the book I want to write, there is no way that I could sell that as a high-end coaching program. And I'm very aware of that. I also understand that it's the type of book that every single person can benefit from reading. And the challenge here is because the result, so because it is a very soft, I'll just use that, a very soft type of result, I need to think of a way to make it very highly desirable. And so that's part of the magic of what I do is really crafting, it's kind of like taking mindset and turning mindset into something that's like, man, I got to have that. But most people don't think like that. And that's okay. Because listen, I've been doing this for a long time and I can kind of catch myself. I can catch my mistakes before they're made. So I understand that it's not like, hey, take this, here's a 5-day diet that's going to help you lose 5 pounds in just 5 minutes a day. That's a very, very tangible, highly desirable type of result. What I'm talking about is not that. Now, the reason I'm sharing this with you is because will clients pay top dollar to work with me in that type of program, in terms of the book I'm building out? Not really. Not as a front-end offer, but as a back-end, like giving you what you need, that's pretty much what I do with all my clients. So you need to think about is the thing that you're offering. There's a very big difference. Just because something's going to work as a $20 book doesn't necessarily mean you can charge $5,000 to $10,000 for a coaching program for that. Because you're gonna get on the phone with people and you're gonna talk about, okay, the person's gonna do most of the talking about, what they're struggling with, what they need help with. You're gonna introduce your solution if there's a good mutual fit, and they're like, yeah, like I'm in, let's do this. And you're like, it's $4,000. And they're like, are you for real? Like, are you crazy? I'm going to just do this $97 workout. And so here's the big, and this is one of the things that we obviously help our clients really, really dial in is you need to be working in an area where people have a major pain or problem where a $97 product is just not going to solve it, right? Because if you're just helping people just generally get fit, no one is going to pay $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 to work with you to get generally fit. it needs to be tied in to a highly desirable result. So we talk about physical or performance transformation. Now, performance transformation is going to be very relative. If I'm a tennis player, I'm obsessed with tennis, as I've probably mentioned a few times. I have a very, very strong desire to be a very, very better. That's good English. I have a very strong desire to be the best tennis player I can be. I have this delusional belief that I could actually compete on the ATP tour. And then the funny thing is I lose all my games that I play in tournaments. I don't know what kind of drugs I'm taking. Anyways, I have a very strong desire to want to become better. So that means performance improvement. That might look like I have a program. Let's say I was a tennis coach. I have a program that is guaranteed to improve your first serve percentage so that 70% of your first serves, fall in. And I'm going to add 20 miles per hour to your first serve. I'm like, shit, that sounds good. Let's do it. Right? Now, the program is $5,000. And now I'm thinking to myself, all right, tennis serve, $5,000. Like, really? I don't know. Does that make sense? Because I could probably get some stuff on YouTube, right? But here's the thing is that if this goes back to the market, if within any given market, there are going to be fanatical people like me, and there are people like, you know what, my serve isn't that important. It's not a big deal. But if we're dealing with our perfect clients who have a major pain or problem being they want their tennis serve to be a lot better so they can be the best tennis player possible, that's a major pain or problem or a big desire that they are willing, not everyone, but they are willing, the right people are willing to invest to solve once and for all. Because if I were to pay $5,000, do you think that I actually might pay attention to the coaching and I actually might do the work more so than if I saw a free video on YouTube and then I got distracted by the next thing that came? Probably. So what is highly desirable is obviously very subjective. And that's why we go all the way back to the first activator. Choose a single target market seeking a solution now. If I were a tennis player, okay, so I'm let's say a level 5.0 tennis player, am I seeking a solution now? Maybe, maybe not. But I'll tell you one thing. After I've played a couple tournaments and my first serve or my second serve, I just played my first game of the season a couple weeks ago. And it was a good, for being the first game, and I had this rib issue that was going on, which I may have mentioned. For being my first game, I was actually really happy with how I played, except for at the end of the first set, my second serve just completely disappeared. And I probably hit 20 double faults in the next set. It was ridiculous. So I hit 20 double faults. Now, do you think my level of desire to fix my serve is greater than before? You better believe it. And that's why you have to go after pain or problems that people are consciously aware of, not prevention. Okay? Because we talked about this. People don't buy prevention. Only when shit has hit the fan do we take action. Right? You're in a marriage, all of a sudden your spouse leaves you. Oh my God, I'm super motivated to get her back or him back. But before that, it was just you took him for granted. This is the way humans work. So you have to offer something to people. This ties back into the market. Single target market, they're actively looking for a solution now to a major pain or problem. And that ties into offering them something highly desirable. And that means it needs to be quantifiable. So getting fit is not quantifiable. I'm going to improve your VO2 max from 40 milliliters per kilogram per minute to 80 milliliters per kilogram per minute. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. But I'm going to help you improve that VO2 max double in the next 2 months. That's a very tangible, very quantifiable performance improvements. Now, is that strong enough for people to want to pay you a lot of money for? Probably not. I'll just be very honest. Unless that is their livelihood. Unless that means everything to them. But for a lot of people, performance improvements means looking better. So a performance or a physical transformation might mean, like my buddy Vince, right? He did back in the day, help skinny guys pack on muscle. So skinny guys wanted to get girls. They wanted to feel more confident. But here's the thing, is that he wasn't selling confidence. He was selling putting on muscle so you can look better at the club, in the mirror, by the pool. But as a result of that, you became more confident. And so it wasn't just let's just do bicep curls, but that's what he sold. But on the flip side, what he delivered was not only the workout programs, but was the mindset, was the confidence improvements. And as a result, his whole business over time morphed into the 5 M's or M5, right? The 5 M's of whatever they are: money, mindset, marriage, muscle, and something else. Okay. But it's really important you get this, because we work with a lot of clients. Okay. And I see this over and over again. And this is where we have to course correct them early on, is like, hey, I help people with their mindset. I help people get more confidence. That's great, but you can't, it's tough to sell that. It's not highly desirable. People know they want that stuff, but it's not going to propel them out of bed to take action. It needs to be something that they are consciously aware of, that they want. So, as an example, let's say you help people with more confidence, or to get more confident. Confidence is the bridge to an outcome. So, yeah, you help me get more confidence so that what? Okay, so the answer to that, so that what, that's the desirable outcome you want to sell. Now, you might have the same process and the outcome could mean different things, so that you get in, you can attract your perfect spouse or mate, or you feel more, you can perform better on the field, right? Same process, different outcome, but you need to choose one. Okay, because if you've got a process to improve people's confidence, and your clients are athletes and people and relationships, just choose one, right? Single target market is seeking a solution now. But I promise you will have a better time converting clients if the desirable outcome you are helping people achieve is, I'm going to show you how to attract your perfect mate, versus I'm going to show you how to have more confidence. I promise you that every single day of the week. Okay? So, the first activator in this third and final pillar is highly desirable outcome. Got it? Now, in the next episode, we're going to look at the second activator in this pillar, which ties very closely in with what we just talked about. And it's important to know as well. Okay, so I'll just leave it at that. Again, I'm going to keep you in suspense. I'm going to keep you in suspense so that we talk to each other in the next episode. For now, if you need the scorecard, you know where to get it. Healthpreneurgroup.com/scorecard. Download it, get your score, attend the deep dive training. Let's get you fixed up. Okay, let's get that marketing dialed in so you have an easier time converting clients and making more money, serving more people, and all that good jazz. Sound good? That's all from me today. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you have an amazing one, and I'll see you in our next episode. Hey, thanks so much for joining us on this episode of the Healthpreneur Podcast. If you've enjoyed this episode, here's what I'd like you to do right now. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the Healthpreneur Podcast on iTunes. And while you're there, leave us a rating or review. It helps us get in front of more people and change more lives. And if you're ready to start or scale your health or fitness coaching business and want to start getting in front of more people, working with them at a higher level without trading time for money, then I invite you to check out our free 7-figure health business blueprint training, totally free right now. And you can do so at healthpreneurgroup.com/training. For now, thank you so much for joining us. Continue to be great, do great, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.